Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be giving you 20 tips on ways that you can save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars off of your next and subsequent trips to Las Vegas. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Bus Man, and this is another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel adventures, tips, guidance, and advice on all things related to motorcycling, motovlogging, cruise, and destination vacations. For those of you who have recently subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. It is appreciated. My channel is slowly but surely growing. Thank you very much. For those of you who are watching this content and have not yet subscribed, if you like the content, find it useful and informative, why not consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing the bell for future notifications. It's free, costs nothing, and all it does is let you know when I put out future content. So without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 20 tips or tricks that I use all the time to save me hundreds if not thousands of dollars over the many years that I've been going to Las Vegas. As I've stated in previous videos, I've been going to Las Vegas most of my adult life, so let's just jump right into it. So the first tip I'll give you is, in my experience, booking your airfare in advance always gives you the best potential savings. A lot of people who book airfare do so online, and the algorithms and programming contained within airline booking systems, they will reserve certain number of seats within each pricing category in advance. So for example, as soon as 20 seats are booked, the price goes up. When the next 20 seats are booked, the price goes up. And so it goes on and on and on, which is why the closer you get to the actual booking date, you'll see that the prices go up. Now, yes, there are seat sales. Yes, there are ad hoc things. I'm talking in general terms. However, in all the travels I do, I personally find more often than not, booking advance gets you the best price possible. When pricing, you're going to see significant differences between the mainstream airlines and the discount airlines. Now again, discount airlines have surcharges for seat selection, priority boarding, baggage fees, carry-on fees. There's no free meals. It's basically 2 wings, 2 engines, and a seat. However, you are going to be getting some significant savings. So check out the discount airlines, compare prices, and that's a good way to save several $100s on your airfare to Las Vegas. Tip number 2, I typically don't use travel agents. I book directly with the hotels on the Strip. Now again, I'm an MGM guy, so my area of knowledge and experience comes from MGM. However, the advice I'm about to give you will apply to any hotel or resort on the Las Vegas Strip. So typically what I will do is I'll book directly with the hotel. I've done the searching on Kayak and Expedia and all of the online websites, and I've yet to ever see a price that's cheaper than what you can book for directly with the hotel. Always make sure that you use your resort card, your player's card, when gambling, making purchases, whether it be dining or shopping or what have you. Anytime you can use your card, use your card. Because there's absolutely no question that by allowing the hotel, casino, or resort to track your spending habits, how much do you gamble, average bet, where are you spending your money, you are going to get comps. For example, on my last trip to Las Vegas, the video which I just posted about 3 weeks ago, I got 4 nights free. I got free slot play. I got food and beverage credit. for doing nothing more than just using my MGM card and allowing the casino or MGM resorts to track my spending. Another tip and trick I can give you, number 3, is if you're looking to get cheaper rates for hotels, stay midweek, Sunday through Thursday. Thursdays do have a typical tendency to be a little bit pricier than Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. However, Fridays and Saturdays, you can typically you'll see at least 100 to 150% increase. A room that was $100 on a Wednesday could typically be as high as $300 or $400 or even $500 on the weekends. So again, if you're looking to save money, stay midweek. Additionally, when you're making your booking, avoid holidays or special conventions, big sporting events, Super Bowl, MMA, big conventions, whatever. If those events are happening in town on the Las Vegas Strip, hotel prices are going to skyrocket, and typically you're going to notice when you go to do your booking directly through the website using your resort card or your player's card, whatever you call it, you're going to see blackout dates on comps. It's happened to me a number of times when Super Bowl week or other times when I've been down there during something big going on in Vegas. I don't get comp the nights, so I book around those special events. Good way to save money. You still get the Vegas experience, you still get all the entertainment, the shows, the enjoyment. You just do it at a lower rate. As I talked about earlier, my next tip, I touched on it when you use your hotel room, but if you don't have a player's rewards cards, again, I have the MGM card, but every hotel on the Strip has an area where you can get a player's card. Always, always, always. The gateway to saving money is that card. Another tip, rumor that some people believe if you put that card in the slot machine, it'll know if you're up or down, and then the slot machine may become tighter. Okay, that's a fallacy. That's fake news. It's absolutely untrue. All that using that card does, period, full stop, is allow the resort to track your spending. And again, that spending can be food, beverage, show tickets, hotel rooms, gambling, whatever it is. Show that card, build your points, get the free stuff. It doesn't get any easier than that. Tip number 5 is if you're looking, there's a lot of budget, low to mid-range price hotels. Doesn't mean they're cheap, dirty, stingy hotels, but in terms of the Strip hotels, if you want to get the lowest rates possible, then my advice would be to stay either at the north end of the Strip or the south end of the Strip. While it may not be the ideal location, it will give you the best pricing. Hotels, for example, would be the Sahara, the Stratosphere, or at the other end of the Strip, the south end of the Strip would be the Luxor, the Mandalay Bay, would be typically the other two resorts on the far end of the Strip. And of course, the closer you get to Center Strip, the more the prices go up. Another tip I can give you is if you're looking for a free upgrade, it may not necessarily save you money, but if you can get a better room with a better view for very little money, I consider that saving money. So what you do is you take the $20 and you put it between your ID and your credit card, and when you go to the clerk, you just hand it to them. Most of the clerks working the hotel lobby are experienced and they know exactly what's going on. You don't need to be embarrassed. I'm actually quite blatant about it. I just walk up, I hand it to them and say, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Anything you can do for me is very much appreciated. And 9 out of 10 times I'll go from a standard king room and they'll put me in a 1-bedroom suite, which is typically where I go in Las Vegas at the Luxor. They have the 1-bedroom suites. I've even been put up in the premium suites, which is for a $20 tip. I'll take that all day long. I always travel with an American Express travel card. Every bank, both in the US and Canada, has various forms of travel card. The benefit of doing that is I charge everything in my hotel to my hotel bill. Food, beverage, shopping, whatever I can charge to my room, I do so, because charging to your room gets you tier credits or points towards your status, as it were. Then I pay my hotel bill with my travel rewards card, and I get all the travel rewards. For every dollar I spend, I get 4 travel points. So I'm building up free stuff on my credit card, and I'm building up free stuff with my resorts card from the casinos. Tip number 8, if you're military, law enforcement, or a retired veteran, most of the hotels on the strip, when you're dealing with the box offices, if you're going to go see a show, show them your military ID or your veteran card. There are additional discounts above and beyond whatever promotions they may have. So again, if that applies to you, take advantage of the savings. You've earned it. Tip number 9, go on to your, whether it's Android or Apple, download the MyVegas app. The MyVegas app is a free slot play video game app. You establish an account, it's free, it doesn't cost any money. So what you do is you just play free slots, and it has all types of different slot games, Vegas games, what have you, and you rack up points. And with those points, when you go to your hotel, and again, this is for MGM Resorts, my last trip to Vegas, I got a 2-for-1 buffet. I had free slot play. There's all kinds of different things, and it's universal across all MGM resorts. So if you're staying at Mandalay Bay, there's all kinds of free stuff for Mandalay Bay and the Luxor and the New York, and the MGM Grand, and the list goes on and on. There's also partners with the MyVegas app. You can get discounts on helicopter tours, on various restaurants, Wolfgang Puck. So check it out. It's absolutely free. I've never spent a dime on the MyVegas app. I have almost 3 million points to burn. To put that into context, to get $100 in free slot play at any MGM resort, that costs 350,000 points. I got 3 million points. So you can see how easy it is to build up points and get all kinds of deals, $20 off this, 2-for-1 that, free drinks. The list goes on and on. Check it out. It's free. Do it. Tip number 10. I often wonder why people sit at the bars or just off the casino floor and they're paying $10, $15, $20 a drink. It's a myth that you have to actually be physically gambling to get free drinks. My experience in 30 years plus of going to Las Vegas, all you have to do is be standing on the casino floor. On my last trip, I got lots of free beers and free drinks just by standing on the floor. I was standing on the floor watching my friend play slots, and the drink lady came by. I gave her a couple of bucks, and I got my free beer, I got my free drinks. Yes, the ladies on the floor, they get paid, the majority of their salary is tips, and believe me, they're not going to turn down some tips over a free beer. Quite frankly, they could care less if you're actually gambling or not. So don't pay for your drinks. Let the casino pay for your drinks. Tip number 11, go to Walgreens or CVS or an off-strip gas station and load up on water, mixer, beer, whatever it is that you want to drink, because you are going to save easily $100 or $200 by loading up your fridge with the beverages of your choice. So every time you go to your room or you leave your room, you bring a couple of beers with you, a couple of bottles of water if you go to the pool. As an example, at the Luxor, that bottle of water that I paid $1.99 for at CVS or Walgreens will cost you $9 at the pool. Do the math. Tip number 12, if you like seeing shows, as an example, my last trip to Vegas, we stayed at the Luxor. When we went to the box office, I showed my room card and my MGM card. Again, remember, show your card, track your spending. And they knew I was staying at the resort. Well, that got me an additional 10% off our show tickets. So don't pay retail. If you're not going to purchase your tickets at the resort, there are discount outlets on the strip that will offer discounts on various shows. Now, typically in my experience, the reason why I tend not to use them, it's a bit of an inconvenience, mainly because you go at Tickets for Less, for example. You'll go there, you'll select your seats. They typically will not have premium seating or upfront seating. However, if you are happy with the seat locations, you're not actually going to get the tickets. You're going to get a voucher. Then you have to take your voucher, go to the venue that you're going to, get lined up at the box office, go to the box office, and then cash in your voucher for the actual tickets. Another big one, tip number 13, is myself. I'm a Captain's Club member with Celebrity Cruises. If you're an Anchor member with Royal Caribbean, then listen up. With MGM, once you hit gold status, and you need 75,000 tier credits as of the time of this recording to achieve your gold status. Gold status is a tier that you really need to focus on achieving if you go to Vegas on a regular basis. Why? Because once you hit gold, there's no more parking fees. Those go right out the window. So if you're renting a car or if you drive to Vegas, no more parking fees, gone. No more valet parking fees, which can be anywhere on the strip from $15 to $30 a day, depending on resort. With MGM at the Luxor, it's $25 a day to valet park. Gone. Big one, gold status. Once you hit your gold status, no more resort fees. They waive the resort fees. Depending on resort, that can be anywhere from $30 to $50 a day off of your bill. Every time, every trip, the savings add up. Now, why was I talking earlier about Captain's Club and Anchor Club? Once you hit select tier or above with Celebrity Cruises or Royal Caribbean, MGM and Royal Caribbean Group, which is made up of Celebrity Cruises and Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, those two companies make up the Royal Caribbean Group. The Royal Caribbean Group and MGM Resorts are partners. So now that I'm a select member with Celebrity, I automatically qualify for gold status. Once a year, I go to the cash cage at the MGM, in this case the Luxor. I show them proof of my Captain's Club select or above tier status, and they go into the computer and they just hand me a gold card. And no more resort fees, no more parking fees, front of the line buffet. The barriers are removed. Additionally, tip number 14, free stuff. If you're a high roller and you achieve 200,000 tier points with MGM, you'll hit your platinum status. Again, 200,000 as of the time of this recording. Again, the reciprocal match with MGM, you get your platinum card. Well, dial up Celebrity Cruise Lines, because when you hit your platinum status, you get a 5-day Caribbean cruise in an ocean view for free. Tip number 15, don't use the taxis. The taxis, as I talked in my previous Vegas review, they have a tendency to long haul, run up the meter, take the slow way. They don't have a great reputation. My experience, especially in my most recent trip to Las Vegas, Uber and or Lyft, if you're a Lyft person, I'm an Uber person, so I used Uber. I found the experience to be very refreshing. I'll never take another taxi again in Las Vegas. The service is better, the cars are better, they're cleaner, and most importantly, the fares were way cheaper than taxis, especially going to and from the airport. And another big savings, taxis right now, again, when I was in Vegas about 3 weeks ago, if you try to pay with a credit card, there's a $3 surcharge when you use a credit card in a taxi in Las Vegas. Uber or Lyft, no surcharges. Everything's based on the credit card, and it's a cashless transaction. So for me, that's the way to go. That's my tip. Tip number 16, another way to save money is to use the free trams between the casinos. As an example, there's a tram that runs between the Excalibur, Mandalay Bay, and Luxor Hotel. It's typically parked right out front, and it just runs back and forth. It's like a little mini train, as it were. And it saves you a lot of walking. And for those of you who may have disabilities or can't get around as easily, use the trams. They're free. Tip number 17. There's a lot of free stuff to do. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of the shows are quite expensive, but there are a lot of free things. I did cover some of the free attractions in my previous video, Las Vegas review. Check out that video. However, just a few of the free things you can do is obviously the strip walk. That costs nothing. There's the Fountains of Bellagio, the Botanical Gardens, there's street buskers. Be advised, the street buskers, if you take a picture or if you talk to them, like a lot of them are very friendly and they'll talk to you, but they're kind of like hustlers. They don't want to take up, they don't want their time taken up with people who aren't giving them tips. Just as another tip, they cannot legally charge you. So if I learned the hard way, I took a picture of a particular busker that was dressed up as a Vegas showgirl. She immediately came over to me and said, that'll be $20. And I said, for what? And she goes, well, it's a $20 charge if you take my picture. At any rate, that didn't happen because I happen to know that it's illegal for them to charge. It's strictly based on tip and gratuity. So again, if you do choose to give them money, by all means, give them money, but keep in mind it is a tip. A couple of other free things that you can do while you're on the strip. There's the volcano at the Mirage. That's a nice little show there. And lastly, Fremont Street. Check out my video. I did a 21-minute video on the Fremont Street experience, old school Las Vegas. Check that out and you'll get a good sense. There's free concerts, there's buskers, there's all kinds of things to do on the strip, and it'll cost you $0.00. That's my kind of price. Oh yeah, it's true. Tip number 18. Look out for every now and then when I go to the cash cages, you'll see these little voucher slips or cards. You'll sign up, you'll put in your name, your player's card number, and it'll be some form of a match play. So for example, some of them are a $25 match play, some of them are $10 match play. And all that is they'll give you, it looks like a casino chip. It has no cash value. So let's say you're playing craps or blackjack or some type of a table game that you want. So you put a $10 bet in the square. You take your $10 in match play and you put it on top of your chips. Sometimes, depending on casino, you put it beside your bet. Sometimes you can put it on top of your bet. And now you have a $20 bet. So if you win, you'll get paid $20 in casino chips that you can cash out. And the beauty of the match play is it keeps on going as long as you're winning. I've won 4, 5, 6, 7 hands in a row in blackjack with my $20 match play. So I won $100 in free money by only betting $50 of my own money. So it's almost like a 2-for-1. As long as it's not like you win once and they take the $10 back. No, it stays in play until you lose. Tip number 19. For those of you who like to play slots, if you want to save money, again, this video is about saving money, not necessarily about free stuff. There's a reason why of the thousands of machines on a casino floor that the vast majority of the machines are penny machines. Vegas wasn't built on winners, and most of the losers are playing penny slots. Typically on the Las Vegas Strip, according to the Las Vegas Gaming Commission, these are public records. You can go in and look them up. Check out the percentages the average penny machine pays out on the Las Vegas Strip. As of the time of this recording, it was a shade above 88%. That means for every dollar that you put in the machine, 12 cents is being held back by the casino. And again, that's an average. These percentages are based on millions and millions and millions of spins, but penny machines give you the worst odds. It's one of the worst bets that you can make on the casino floor. Yeah, so again, avoid penny machines, but always remember, number one tip, ding, 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 pay attention. Do not gamble more than you can afford to lose. And my last tip of the day, if you're a person that likes to shop, try to avoid shopping on the Las Vegas Strip. If you do, you're going to be spending an exorbitant amount of money on things are way more expensive on the Strip than they are off Strip. Quite often when I shop the north and or south outlet malls, the prices of whether it be cologne or clothing or accessories, belts, jewelry, whatever it is that you happen to be looking for, if you go off Strip, The prices are going to be a lot cheaper. There's a lot of money to be saved. So check out the North and South outlet malls. So that's my 20 tips for you for today. Hopefully you take advantage of all the information I've shared with you, and you save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your future and subsequent trips to Las Vegas. Thank you for watching. Please make sure, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for future notifications. It helps my channel grow. It is appreciated. I am the Bus Man, and I'm calling this one a wrap. So you take care. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the road. Aye, aye. And goodbye. Peace.